I realized lately that when you're doing your spiritual healing journey and you're doing this work, that the right relationships will find you the more you are yourself. And the more you are yourself, you understand at the core of your being that you should never self abandon or betray yourself in order to be in a relationship or in relationships. A lot of people are in relationships, especially when they're going through their dark night of the soul. They tend to cling on to relationships, especially romance relationships or romantic relationships, because of the fear that you won't find someone that's in the same vibration, right? It's almost like there's this subconscious belief in the spiritual community that things are scarce, right? Like, funny enough, they're teaching you manifestation and abundance and there's a surplus. But when it comes to believing that there are people like you and I, we tend to have this kind of like lack mentality. Like, is there really people? Is there somebody that can actually like really understand me? And there is. There is. But the thing about this is, in order to make space for the community, for the friends, for the love to find you, not only do you have to be authentic, but also understand what no longer is working for you and making space for that actively. And it's not always easy, right? It's not like you're going to go up to somebody and say, hey, kick rocks. You're not in vibrational alignment with me, so you can, leave. No, these are probably friends. These are probably family members. These are probably business partners or just like partnerships, clients or friends, or maybe a lover. Whatever you're going through right now, you found yourself in this video for a reason. And I always say that most of my videos ramble, yeah, whatever, that's just who I am. But there's always a core underlying message. And I think the underlying message that I received recently is that allow whatever relationship, whatever friendship, whatever situation in terms of relationships, allow it to fall away. If it feels like it's draining and it's not life giving, it's not it, baby. It's not it anymore. And it's okay. It's okay to outgrow people because who you were maybe resonated, but who you are now does not. And this is where I see so many people, by the way, feel so drained or feel so encapsulated or shrinking themselves or betraying themselves, which is usually where the anger comes from, right? Like, we do this a lot in order to fit some sort of box or be in some sort of relationship or friendship, either out of commodity, monotony, or just simple routine. And the truth is, the kind of love that you desire, whether romantic or friendship or platonic, is out there. But you have to see it within yourself to say and make these hard decisions, because these are hard decisions, you guys. I'm not going to bypass you and say, like, I've had to let go of a lot of people in my life, including family. And it doesn't mean that I just want to say too, it doesn't mean that you stop loving the person. You can still love somebody and realize, hey, we are not on the same page. We're not in the same alignment. We're not in the same vibration, and that's okay. And I owe it to myself because my responsibility is my inner child. My responsibility is not people pleasing or betraying myself in order to continue to be friends with people who lower my vibration. And what I say by lower vibration, you guys, I'm talking about the conversations are draining. I'm talking about I no longer feel like I connect, or I can't have the depths, the deep conversations, or honestly, be my authentic self. The right relationship, I don't know who needs to hear this. The right relationship will add value to your life. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I am saying the good will always outweigh the not so good. Whether it's a friendship, a relationship, or a business partnership, it does not matter. It's the same universal law for all of them. So you want to find people, you want to align. Let me rephrase that. You want to align with people that genuinely get you and that uplift you, that support you, that see your vision, even that can hold you. Let's be honest, that can hold you. There are people out there who genuinely don't have the emotional bandwidth or capacity to meet you where you're at. You should never have to lower yourself in order to be with certain friends or be with certain people, right? Like, you hold your energy and then people meet you there, whether it's love, whether it's friendships, whether it's business, friendships as well, and partnerships and connections, you allow it to meet you exactly there, but you don't lower yourself in order to fit some sort of box or some sort of belief that your ego or your shadow tells you you need to be in. Like that's the whole part of this, right? We've been talking about this for many weeks. Is the more you drop into your wounds, you understand why you attract certain dynamics in love and friendships and in work and why you feel. And I think to take it one step further as well, I feel like as empaths, as light workers, as highly sensitive people, whatever you want to resonate with, it's all encapsulating. It's the same shindig, but you get it. We are so conditioned to be caretakers. We are conditioned to constantly give, to constantly be on, to constantly be providing because we came here as service. We came here to be of service. But what if I told you that coming here on earth and being of service does not mean depleting yourself dry? It doesn't mean dampening yourself. It doesn't mean censoring yourself. It doesn't mean betraying yourself in order to make others happy. It doesn't mean that. That's not love. And I feel like again, we don't talk about that enough, especially when we're going through this awakening, this revolting journey of self-discovery and realizing, hey, whatever so and so did, I actually didn't like that and I actually don't like that. But I stick around, and even though it's draining and even though I've talked about it and they haven't adjusted their behavior, and I stick around, why is it? Is it because at the end of the day, I believe that's all I deserve? Is it because I can't look at the reality of things? Maybe if there's something inside of me I can't take a look at. And I want to be very clear with this video, by the way, because I feel like there's a lot of societal shindig going on that tells you if somebody breathes wrong, cut them off. I don't need anybody, cut them off. I'm not talking about that. Because at the end of the day, if you're in that energy, that is wound. I am talking specifically about the conversations you're having with people constantly where there is no change, no growth, no adjustment of behavior, no understanding, compassion, and love. I'm talking about the people that we often, because we've all encountered them, people who are amazing, but they're not deep. So it's really difficult to and I'm gonna be honest, they exist. They're awesome. It's just you can't drop in with them and have these kinds of conversations where you're like, wow, I realized this about my childhood and my parents and blah, blah, blah. Like some people can't hold you, and it's not a you problem. It's a them situation. It's not even a problem. It's just a them thing. And one thing I'll tell you that is what Spirit also told me is you got to learn how to mind your own business. Not because I feel like, again, I get so passionate about this. As empaths, we're taught to fix because we're caregivers or caretakers. So it's like we gotta give or we gotta support somebody through their healing journey. And again, I'm not saying you don't, but you can't fix people. A lot of the times we betray ourselves because we think we're fixer uppers and we can fix somebody and we can make them see ourselves and we can make them see us and we can make it be better. And sometimes, unfortunately, the lesson is you come in contact with people so because they are teaching you what you would be like if you don't heal. So you make the decisions. You always have the decision to stick around in situations you've outgrown, especially friendships and relationships, or choose to do better and choose to focus on yourself and to attract better because there is better out there, especially if you find yourself in this video. Maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you don't know the way out. Maybe you are tired of going back in circles, or maybe you're not seeing the growth, the change that your heart desires. It's not even a desire, but it's like a yearning for more, a deeper connection, more love, more sensuality, being seen at full extent. And I'm not talking about physically. Maybe you're craving a community, a group of like minded souls that feel and think and are not judgmental and can hold this space with you and are dreaming of the future just like you. who you surround yourself with is important, is very important. It's not make believe. It starts with friendships. So when you go through your spiritual awakening and you're shedding all these layers and you're letting go of all these limiting beliefs and you're reassessing everything and reorganizing, you realize, wow, who I spend time with is so important. Who I allow into my inner circle and close to my energy is important. It doesn't mean I'm going to be guarded. I'm going to lead with an open heart. It means I'm going to be more conscious, conscious of the things that bring me higher vibration, more peace, more joy, more love, and what things drain me. Because I'll be honest, some people are here to drain. Some people are drainers, they're not givers. And I think somebody like you deserves somebody who's also a giver. It's like two givers giving to each other, it's alchemy. And to take it one step further, for those of you guys who need to hear this too, when you're in the right relationships, in the right situation, when your soul's in alignment with something, you will feel inspired. You will feel more alive. You'll feel peaceful. We've all been around those people that like we hang out with and we're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like I'm genuinely excited. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, bestie. Like I'm excited. I feel motivated. Yeah, go towards that. Go towards that. Stay away from the people that are focusing on what so-and-so is doing or what others think of them. No. Stay away from the people that gaslight you. Stay away from the people that don't change. And I know that I want to believe, like the empath in me wants to believe that everybody's great. But the reality is not everyone's great. Not everyone's healing. Not everyone wants to heal. Some people love who they are with all their wounds, which is awesome, but that might not be for you. And that's okay. You are healing, they're not, that's fine. But that's probably where you feel the disconnect, where they can't hold the bandwidth for you. And just know, whoever is meant for you will try their hardest as well to understand you, just like you're trying your hardest to understand them too. It's a mutual thing. You're looking for mutual and reciprocity. That's really what you're going for. You're not going for perfect friendships and relationships and partnerships. You're going for people who are honest, accountable, loving, and willing. The key word here is willing. So when you go through this journey, your relationships change because you are changing, because you have changed and you have outgrown so many things. If you're outgrowing your clothes, why wouldn't you outgrow certain friendships, certain family dynamics, certain business partnerships? So to that, I say, and this is what today's video is, let it go and allow the best to come, because there is a lot better coming for your life. And I know you feel that. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to talk about these subjects more and more and dive deeper. If you've made it this far, thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe as we are continuing to build this community, because let me tell you, we are building this community. It's here, it's happening, and I'm super excited, super committed, and looking forward to connecting with you all. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.